Kenny, you mentioned Mike Modano. He signed in the offseason. What are your overall impressions of Mike Modano, and how can he help your club?
Well, I think, first off, Ken, how do they help the club? He's a guy that throughout his career, he's provided offense. Now, obviously, again, he's near the end of his career. We're hoping, we brought a lot of older players in here, or kept older players, and we've put them in a different role near the end of their career than they were in the middle of their career. You think of Dallas Drake and Chris Chelios, Chris Draper, and we could go Igor Larionov and Steve Eisman. They didn't have the same role, the same amount of minutes. They weren't playing against the same type of people at the end of their career as they were in the prime of their career, which allowed them to be real important players for us. So, our thought coming into training camp is that Mike Modano would be a great third-line center for us. He was not going to play 20 minutes against the other team's number one pair of defense and the other team's first line. We see him playing against their second and third pair, and their second and third and fourth lines. And added in, the plan right now is going to be on the line with Hoodler and Dan Cleary. Now, we could be down 2-0 after the first period opening night, and the lines are changed. But that's the way we're thinking today. And the other, he can skate. He's got size. He's coming home to play in front of, this is where he grew up. His parents still live here. His dad was up in Traverse City at training camp. His mom and dad were at the game on Sunday waiting for him after the game. So you're hoping, Dallas, Detroit, and Colorado were the three best teams in the Western Conference for a real stretch there in the late 90s and early 2000s. Dallas is going through a bit of a rebuild right now. Fortunately, we've been able to kind of deke and dive and not have to go through that. So he's coming to a team that we think we have the potential to compete with the elite teams in the league. So you hope coming home to play in front of his parents. You hope coming home to a team that's got high expectations. We think we've got a good skill level. Will add up to that he's going to get revved up and have a good year. You're sort of playing the odds. I think the biggest thing is he can still skate. As long as you can skate today and keep up with the pace of the game. Now the things that you do, or that you're able to do, you can do. If when you can't keep up to the pace of the play, the game happens too fast. You're just surviving, and he can still skate, and I think he's excited to be here, and I think that he knows. The season starts a week from Friday. I think he's been okay at training camp. I think unfortunately Hoodler hurt his foot, and then he pulled a groin. So we're trying to get some games where Cleary and Hoodler can play together and find some chemistry. So we're hoping that they can be together tomorrow night in New York, and 2 of the next 4 games they can play together. They're pros, but they do need 2-3 games to kind of be able to read off of one another.